Hey folks, my name is Raphael Bittencourt, and today I'm gonna talk about one of the most used light schemes in Hollywood. The three-point light. Three sources of light coming from three different directions. The first one being the key light, which is the light that sets the tone and mood of the scene, is the main light of the scene. Tone and mood. Care to explain? Of course. It's the light that will determine if the shadows in the scene are going to be soft or hard, if the scene will have a more naturalistic approach, or if it's going to be absolutely unnatural and freaky. All those properties can be determined by how you set your key light. But wait a minute. If the key light is the first one, what is the second source of light? The fill light, which is responsible for controlling how deep are the shadows generated by the key light. If you have no fill, you have pretty much the shadowy side of your subjects very dark, usually pitch black if it's a night scene, and then what happens? You have no information for your camera. So if you want to have a reading of some texture, some color, some information, you need to start adding a fill. How much information you want, how contrasty you want your image, it will determine how strong or how weak is your fill. Capiche? Okay, there's one source of light still missing, which is the backlight, responsible for detaching your subject from the background. And it doesn't need to be a situation like what I have right now, which is sort of a low key, everything kind of dark, and I needed this backlight to separate me as a subject from that background. You can have a lighter situation with lighter colors, a high key situation, and even then the backlight will always help you separate your subject from the background and create additional volume, additional depth. By the way, the backlight is the only source in the set that can be like stronger than the key light, because if it's burning your image, it's burning the back of your subject, the part that is not being seen by the camera. It's a matter of taste, actually. How about we check each one of the sources without the other two so we can understand what exactly is the effect of those sources of light over the subject? Just the key light. See, no fill, and see how I tend to merge to the background without a backlight? Just the fill light. And because we don't have a key light on right now, guess what? This fill light in this situation right now is acting as a key light. And just the backlight, so you can understand exactly what is the backlight doing in terms of separation between character, subject, and background. But you may be wondering and asking, Raphael, you keep saying three sources of light from three different directions, but you never ever showed us your sources. Would you mind? Absolutely not. For this exercise, I've been using three Godox SL300 bicolor heads. They are LED technology. They operate from tungsten to daylight temperatures. And more important than that, in my opinion, is the fact that they are Bowens mount compatible. They can be attached to thousands of accessories. For instance, in my key light, I have 4-foot diameter octabox with double diffusion and a honeycomb grid. In my fill light, I have a 1.5 octabox, also with double diffusion and a honeycomb grid. In my backlight, I have a Fresnel lens with barn doors. The Fresnel is not flooding, the Fresnel is like concentrating the beam of light, and I'm using the barn doors to help shape the beam of light on my back. So all those accessories Bowens mount compatible. How about a light diagram? Check it out. That's it, folks. We did it. We just saw the three-point light scheme, also known as the classic Hollywood light.
Did you like the content? Please leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share.